What up, y'all? Screen KDK. Be sure to hit that follow, that like, that subscribe button, both Instagram and YouTube. If you haven't already, if you have, get yourself a round of applause, a shout out, and a thank you to you guys for following, subscribing, checking out my Raw, my SmackDown, WWE Live, NXT after Raw and SmackDown went out there, including the updates from both last week and this week in St. Louis, Missouri Live. Thank you for the love and the support that you guys have been doing. Also, with that being said, I made a promise to you guys that I made those videos. Like I said, I even did more because I didn't know about the extra shows and things that was going to be there as we were heading to Survivor Series. It makes sense. A little bit of Raw and SmackDown, mixing it up a little bit as we're heading to Survivor Series at the end of next month. We also got main event Saturday that's been doing it. It's coming back December to see how we like it, to see how we check it out. Before we head to February, in Minneapolis, we will take on the Royal Rumble of this year. I don't know who I want this year's Raw and SmackDown Royal Rumble winner, men and women's to be. Well, actually, I guess it'll be 2025 next year. I don't know yet. We gotta get the Survivor Series first between Raw and SmackDown. We gotta get the main event. We gotta get best of Raw and SmackDown and all that stuff. And then worry about the winner of the Royal Rumble men and women. But before we know it, it'll be hitting us in the butt. So I just want to let that out. And then, of course, WrestleMania, I'm trying to get there to Las Vegas with the main greens, and of course, Las Vegas in general with the show of WrestleMania 41. Now, with that being said, we'll also have right here, it'll be 2 parts this year of Survivor. It'll be Saturday and Sunday. 2 days for a SummerSlam this year, and Cardi B will be not the host, but she'll be the guest singer, rapper of this year. And of course, it'll be in New Jersey, 2025. That may or may not make it to that one. We'll have to see. I might make it to that one. I'm trying to do both. First, WrestleMania just came out from Raw and SmackDown, and then worry about the next step. So, with that being said, I'm going to do my Raw predictions for tonight. I predict that Monday Night Mommy, Rhea Bloody Ripley, getting a yeet with Rhea Ripley. Shout out Monday Night Mommy opening up Raw, and getting her revenge on Raquel and Liv for attacking her. And what happened at Bad Blood, including this past SmackDown, what happened at Bad Blood, and on Raw for them trying to attack her. Welcome to Monday Night Mommy. Getting to see her stomp her intrigue, see her come out twice for the 2 price of 1, and get her revenge, getting a high five of her, getting a yeet with her, wearing her shirt. Monday Night Mommy, what's next for her? I think that it should be exactly what I've been saying. Rhea Ripley, the take on, and Priest to team up, with Priest handling Finn Balor, Kalisto, and JD. And with Rhea Ripley handling Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Dominic. Because either way, it's going to be on 2-on-8 situation. 2-on-6 now? Situation here. So, and we all know that it's been back and forth and the shenanigans and cheap shots and things like that. It's been going on since SummerSlam, and they got the revenge of Bachelor Berlin, the betrayal of the couple that happened at Bad Blood, getting a little revenge of Raw and SmackDown, and Survivor Series coming up. I think they should just put Priest and Rhea together. For Priest to handle Kalisto, JD, and Finn, Rhea to handle Raquel, Liv, and Dominic, and then 2-on-6 at Survivor Series. Of course, the Judgment Day will say hell yeah, because they got the numbers advantage. And Rhea and Priest are going to say hell yeah, because they ain't going to back down from a fight, and they know either way it's going to be outnumbered. You might as well throw it on the match right there and then. And then Rhea and Priest can get their revenge at Survivor Series on a 2-on-6 right there and then to handle that situation. So that's what I think should happen. And of course, we got Crown Jewel with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes facing off with Gunther at Crown Jewel as the WWE SmackDown Champion, World Champion for Monday Night Raw as well. I'm going to go ahead and go for Cody Rhodes to defeat Gunther at Crown Jewel. And as far as that goes, I think that with Survivor Series War Games, I think that we're going to have Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, because with Roman and Jimmy already ended with the bloodline, I think Jay's going to join his brother and his cousin. I think that Sami Zayn's going to join because he was a part of the bloodline and he is a friend of Jay, to take on Tonga Tonga, Solo, and Jacob Fatu in a 4-on-4 8-man match. Original bloodline versus the bloodline at Survivor Series. And I think that Rhea and Priest is going to be a 2-on-6 situation. Yeah, that'll give her a chance to handle Liv and Raquel, and Dominic in his way to handle Don. And Finn, of course, with JD and Kalisto. And of course, the Judgment Day is going to agree because they got the numbers game. Priest and Rhea agree because, one, it's going to be one way or the other. Two, they ain't never back down from a fight. So I think Rhea Ripley should definitely announce that with the Survivor Series match. I think that Priest will be on board, and I think that first SmackDown, as we've seen around there, go back and forth as well with Raquel and Liv, that it'll end up to that with Survivor Series coming up. Of course, then after that, bring it back to main event of the live. I think that Bianca and Jade remain tag team champions as well against Janice Skelton. They also was on NXT as a tag team as well with the Strongest Storm. And then also with that being said, the next thing we'll know will be Indianapolis with, after Crown Jewel, with the Royal Rumble. There will be in April, Las Vegas WrestleMania, back in the spring sometime. And then we'll be in August, where there will be SummerSlam, 2 parts this year with Garvey being the guest, and it will be in New Jersey. With that being said, it will be towards the end of the year all over again. So that's why it's so many announcements, so many updates, because with everything going on, that's what I think it's going to lead up to, and that's what I think should happen. I think that Rhea should definitely get that match in, as far as that goes, on Raw tonight, and that tag team with Bianca and Jay remaining as such. I think that R-Truth should get his revenge on The Miz for taking him, attacking him, and of course the heel turn of The Miz doesn't surprise me. Miz has always been a heel turn, and so it doesn't surprise me if he heel turns on R-Truth. And of course, with that being said, Mommy's always on top at all times. So, of course, I got to experience it live with Rhea there. And that's what I think it's going to lead up to now that where we're at now. Because I was already there tonight on Monday Night Raw with a double tape in St. Louis. So I'm just going to go ahead and say what I think will happen at Survivor Series, and that's what I think for that 1 of 3 out there. And I think that Bianca and Jade already know the tag team champions remaining as such. That's why I'm going to post this video after Raw, because I was already there and know what happened. I'm just saying, it doesn't surprise me. Miz has always been a heel turn to turn on R-Truth. And get R-Truth what he's going to do to get his revenge. Maybe the Academy will help him even up the odds a little bit, since it's got all of them against you. And then, like I said, Cody, I'm going to go for him over Gunther for the champion. That would be cool for him and Gunther to squad at Crown Jewel, but I think that'll happen definitely. We'll see that Seth versus CM Punk, maybe WrestleMania. And of course, main event, Jey Uso remaining a Intercontinental Champion as such. So with all that being said, these are just my Raw predictions before Monday Night Raw tonight, and then also just my updates because I was already there at Monday Night Raw as a double taker. So that's why the updates think gonna happen at Survivor Series, and between Raw and SmackDown Survivor Series, of course, going into Crown Jewel, main event, Saturday main event, Best of Raw, SmackDown, and of course then after that's all said and done, head to WrestleMania and SummerSlam. So that's what I think should happen with these pay-per-views that'll be hitting us in the face next day before we know it, and updates. on everything. So that being said, be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe on YouTube. Check out my Raw and SmackDown WWE Live NXT after Raw and SmackDown main event, all from last week, and also check out my Raw and SmackDown WWE Live NXT after Raw and SmackDown went off air. I got some updates behind the scenes for this week, and check out this Raw prediction video. That's where you want to follow and subscribe on YouTube, because I also got college football and NFL football, of course, the SNL. Our host is Ariana Grande, the best. She's an actress, she is a person, she is a queen, she is a singer, she is the best at everything. So of course I got updates with her sharing that with the world. With the Wicked movie coming up for Thanksgiving, of course I got updates with her. I'm doing endless tour back on it. She's going out in Miami. And of course I got Raw and SmackDown from last week this week, and a little NXT with Survivor Series, a little bit of everything. So these are the best time to get your tickets, because you're getting 2 for 1 with Raw and SmackDown and NXT with the being War Games all in one. And you'll get main event, because Saturday main event is coming back in December, so you'll get all of the above at a Raw and SmackDown show. This is the best time to buy your ticket if you haven't already. And then also with that being said, that's what I think should happen. So just make pay-per-views and my little bit of predictions, like who I think's gonna win and what matches I think should happen, and what we could possibly see towards that WrestleMania. Of course, the road WrestleMania, we're going on first, and of course the end of the year first, closing it out. So right now we're looking at Survivor Series, and that's what I think should happen. That's what, it's gonna be that way anyhow. You might as well put it in official matches. So that's what I think it's building up to. I'm sure a lot of people thought about that more than I said, but that's what I think should happen with the Judgment Day then. So with all that being said, be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe, and YouTube. Check out my Raw and SmackDown videos from last week, Raw and SmackDown Live NXT for this week, and my updates of pay-per-view, and of course a little bit of Raw prediction as well. And be sure to check out my other, like I did a rap music video, and also did my podcast for last week, and I also just did my updates from Raw prediction for this week. I also did Raw and SmackDown too. So this is officially a little bit of everything. So it's a podcast for this week, and also last week just kind of doubling up a little bit, just a little bit of updates. So I got Monday Night Raw from last week and Monday Night Raw from this week. I got NXT from last week and this week, and WWE Live from Saturday main event. So Raw last week, Raw this week, SmackDown last week, SmackDown this week, NXT last and this week, behind the scenes Raw and SmackDown, after Raw and SmackDown up here, including Saturday main event. So be sure to watch, be sure to like, be sure to follow, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, be sure to check them out, be sure to comment and show a little bit of, your opinion, appreciation. Keep it G though. Good. And also check out, like, my latest Raw predictions and SmackDown, because I got already for tonight, like I said, double taping. And of course that gives you a little bit of updates if you watch this before and after that podcast with your host Krazy K for this week, and it was a double knockout for last week too. So you can check out this podcast, which is this right here. It's a double episode and podcast, just some updates basically. So with all that being said, Krazy K out. Peace.